All right, let's get right into it. When we think of car trouble, our minds usually jump to something big, right? A total breakdown. But honestly, sometimes the most important warnings your car gives you are, well, they're the small ones. A little noise here, a slight vibration there. Today, we're going to decode what your car might be trying to tell you about its most critical safety systems. So, just for a second, think about your car. Have you noticed anything a little bit off lately? Maybe a high-pitched squeal when you hit the brakes, or a weird shudder through the steering wheel. Those little quirks? Yeah, they're often way more than just minor annoyances. Think of them as messages. And what's wild is just how common these signs are. That squealing sound, that's a classic sign your brake pads are worn out. That shuddering in the wheel, that could be anything from your rotors to a suspension problem. And that bumpy, kind of unstable feeling on the road, that's not about comfort, that's about control. And look, this is where it gets really serious. Ignoring these signs is kind of like unplugging a smoke alarm because it's beeping. They are direct warnings that a core safety system in your vehicle is failing, and that puts you, your family, and frankly, everyone else on the road at risk. So to really get why this is so important, we got to talk about something the pros call the safety triangle. And no, it's not just a catchy phrase, it's a core concept for how your car works. Your car's ability to keep you safe literally depends on three systems all working together in perfect harmony: your suspension, your steering, and your brakes. And here's how it all connects. It all starts with the suspension. Its job is to keep your tires pressed firmly on the road. That contact, that's what gives you grip. Then, that grip allows your steering to be stable and predictable. And you absolutely need both of those things for your brakes to do their job and stop you safely. See how they're all chained together? And this is where things can get dangerous really fast. Let's say your shock absorbers are worn out. Well, now your tires might bounce and lose proper contact with the road. All of a sudden, your steering feels loose and your braking distance gets a whole lot longer. A problem in just one corner of that triangle immediately makes the other two weaker. Okay, so you notice one of those warning signs. What's the next step? Well, if you're in Melbourne's eastern suburbs, the answer's pretty clear. You turn to local experts who live and breathe this stuff, who understand that safety triangle inside and out. And that's exactly where the team at Ringwood Auto Tech comes in. We're talking about seriously qualified technicians who don't just put a Band-Aid on the problem, they find the root cause. It doesn't matter what make or model you drive, and this part's crucial, they only use high-quality parts to get your car's safety back to where it should be. And they're not just a one-trick pony either. From the big safety systems like brakes and suspension, all the way to routine logbook servicing and getting roadworthy certificates, they cover the whole shebang. It's basically a one-stop shop for keeping your car healthy and safe. But look, being an expert is one thing. What I think really sets a place apart is how they actually treat you and your time. It's about tackling all those annoying headaches that usually come with getting your car fixed. Let's start with this number right here. 0. Zilch, nada. That's exactly how much it will cost you to get a professional brake inspection at Ringwood Auto Tech. They've completely removed the financial barrier to just finding out if your car is safe. That is a huge deal. And that free inspection isn't some kind of bait and switch. It comes with this promise. It's all about getting honest, expert advice without any of that awful sales pressure. They'll tell you exactly what they see, explain what it means, and then let you decide. It's built on transparency and trust. And they solve what is, let's be honest, the absolute worst part of car repair, being left stranded without a vehicle. Ringwood Autotech just completely erases that problem by offering a free courtesy car. Your life doesn't have to grind to a halt just because your car is in the shop. And these guys are truly a local workshop. They're right there in the heart of the community, serving drivers from all over the eastern suburbs. So if you're in Ringwood, Mitcham, Vermont, or any of these spots, these are your neighborhood safety experts. So when you put it all together, what does it really mean? It means getting that peace of mind, that feeling of confidence when you're behind the wheel. It doesn't have to be some complicated, expensive ordeal. It can actually be a really simple, straightforward process. Here's the game plan. It's just 3 easy steps. First, you book that free inspection, super easy, online or by phone. Second, you get that clear, no-pressure advice from real experts. And third, you get back on the road in a car that feels safer and smoother, with total peace of mind. Simple as that. Because at the end of the day, it all comes back to this one fundamental truth. Out of everything in your car, the systems that help you control and stop it, well, they're the most important. Everything starts right there. So, I'll just leave you with this final thought. If you've been hearing that squeal or feeling that shudder, you now know what it could really mean. And given that an expert check on your car's most important safety system is completely 100% free, the only real question is, why would you wait?